It's midnight, but I still can't sleep. It's been like from years, no matter how much tired I am or how much I work have done physically. But still, sleep doesn't come to find me. Being the head of multinational company and be active and attend lots of meetings every day. For every decision, I have to be present in the office every day. But if I am unable to sleep, then how can I do my work well? I, Kim Tae-hyung, well-known businessman, famous all over the country as the cold boss. Yes, because I behave so cold and rude with everyone. But that's not my fault. I can't sleep and all people irritate me in the morning. So I cannot control my anger. They in sleep. Wow, what is this scent? It's like banana and choco chips. But I even don't like bananas. But it's comforting and soft. Wait, soft? They rubbed his eyes, opening it, and then he saw a small figure standing beside his bed, leaning towards him, wearing a maid's uniform. Then he heard the constant, "Sir, sir, please wake up, sir, sir." They, Shibal, just shut up, they mumbled suddenly in his deep voice. The maid stopped talking and just stared at him with his big doe eyes. They now sat up on the bed looking at the damn attractive maid. But the maid fell towards him and his head fell on Taehyung's chest. Then they noticed that the soft thing was the maid's hand, which he was holding, and due to the tug now, the maid is on his chest. He inhaled the scent and unknowingly pulled the maid closer by grabbing his waist. Jungkook. Ah, sir! Tae's eyes widened, hearing the sound, and he released the maid's hand, who stood up fastly and smoothed his clothes. Tae, deep voice. Who are you? Jungkook, tiny voice. Sir, I am your new maid. I am Jungkook. Tae, He stood up to freshen. Jungkook walked towards the window to pull the curtains, and he jumped up to pull the rope because he has small height. They stilled because his eyes fell on the white soft big buns when Jungkook jumped and his skirt flew up. He slapped himself and turned to bathroom with his big problem down there. During breakfast, he ate his food, which tasted differently. They, why is it taste different? Old maid, sir, is it bad? They watched her, but behind her, Jungkook was peeking slowly, scaredly. They, no, it's tasty. Old maid, Sir Jungkook here made it. It's his duty to take care of all your needs. They, you can go. She left and Jungkook tried to follow her. They, not you, come here. Jungkook, me sir? He pointed toward himself. They, yes, come here. Jungkook stepped towards him and stand, maintaining a foot distance from Tae. Tae, you will take care of all my needs? Jungkook, yes sir, I am here for it. Tae groaned, looking at his innocent expression, not knowing the meaning behind his words. Jungkook nodded, bowing to him, and left. Taehyung's spoon fell from his hand because when Jungkook bowed to him and Taehyung got the front seat view. Tae, is he doing this intentionally? Making me so worked up in this early morning? He mumbled to himself. When Taehyung was leaving for his office, Jungkook followed him. Hearing the footsteps, he turned on his legs and Jungkook stumbled due to the sudden break. His body moved forwards and he directly leaned on Taehyung's front. They looked at upward like complaining to God, like seriously, when I'm trying to be away from him, you do this? Jungkook's meet Taehyung's muscular one. They can directly feel the softies and try to control himself. Tae is 6 feet and Jungkook is 5 foot 3 inches, so he came to his shoulder and his face was directly stuffed into Taehyung's chest. Jeongguk, ouchie, he pouted, rubbing his forehead while looking at Taehyung with his eyes because he thought they will fire him. It's the first day and he bumped into the boss, so today will be his last day too. Tae just stared at him and forwarded his hand to Jungkook, who looked at his hand, then his face. Taehyung, bag. Jungkook, here sir. Tae then opened his mouth to say something, then shook his head and exited the mansion. His driver opened his door and he sat inside his luxurious Mercedes car. Jungkook stared at the shiny black car and thought, so pretty. It's the first time he had seen such a car so near. He then went back and all day do the cleaning of Tae's room, his laundry and other works. At 10 p.m., Taehyung entered inside the mansion, expecting it silent as always, but today the lights were on. He confused looked and found Jungkook sitting on the carpet on his knees. Tae, what are you doing here? Jungkook, sir, are you back? He hastily ran to the kitchen and came back with water glass and forwarded it to Taehyung. Tae took it and sat on the couch. Jungkook also sat beside his legs on the floor. Tae gulped hard, finding Jungkook near his legs in such a position that made him feel weird. Tae, what? Why are you sitting down? And what are you even doing here this late? Jungkook, sir, how can I sit beside you? If I sat then the expensive couch will be ruined. Also, I have my room here as I'm your personal maid, sir. Tae, I don't like anyone inside my mansion, so leave. Jungkook, sir, no. I mean, I am here to do your work. I must stay with you. Tae got up glaring at him and moved to the stairs, but paused. Jungkook, sir, I am eating the dinner. Come fast. Tae felt something. Never anyone waited for him. He doesn't like cold food, so he always skipped the dinner. He did not reply and again started walking to his room. Jungkook entered to the kitchen, reheated the food, waiting for Taehyung. Tae entered the bathroom, removing his shirts and pants. He stood under cold shower to calm himself down after witnessing the deep beauty of Jeongguk. After some time, he came downstairs and sat on the chair, but just as he was going to eat, he stopped. Tae, did you eat? Jeongguk, no sir. Tae, sit down. Jeongguk, no sir, I will eat after you. Tae, I don't repeat, sit. Jungkook sat on the chair opposite to him and started eating like a bird, so small bites. They both had their dinner and Taehyung entered his room. And after some time, a knock came on his door. Taehyung, come in Jungkook. You don't need to knock. Jungkook, sir, here is the almond milk. It helps in better sleep. Tae, no need. Go from here. Jungkook, sir, please drink it now. Jungkook came near him to give him the glass. Tae inhaled his scent again and he felt calm. That scent is so nice. Tae took the glass from his hand, seeing that there is no chance he can win against Jungkook, and drank it. Tae, which perfume do you use? Jungkook, sir, me? I don't use perfume. I don't even have the money. Taehyung frowned, but he can clearly smell the addicting scent. So is it his body's scent? Taehyung, sit beside me. Jungkook, How can I, sir? You are my boss and I will dirty the bed. I don't care. Just sit, stupid. Jungkook flinched and obeyed, sitting beside him. They inched closer, and Jungkook sat stiffly. Tae's face moved toward his neck, and suddenly he hugged him, stuffing his face. Then he found the calmness, the peace, and pulled him tighter. Jungkook, still, what in the name of good is happening? Tae was inhaling again and again near his neck, his lips touching Jungkook's neck region, making sensations in Jungkook's body. JK, sir, leave me, please. Taehyung heard him, but he just wanted to pull him closer. But ignoring his inner feelings, he pulled away. Tae, go, get out. Jungkook ran away from there to his own room. Inside, closing his door, Jungkook landed on it with his forehead. He put his hand on his heart and felt it beating fast. JK, no, don't be like this. He's your boss. So rich, and you are just a maid. A poor maid for him. While Tae laid on the bed, and first time he felt asleep as soon as he closed his eyes. Jungkook's scent engulfing him whole, making him feel calm and peaceful. 2 weeks passed. The same routine followed. Jungkook will wake up Taehyung, who didn't get angry on him, and even they will be happy moody in evening, wanting to go home early to see Jungkook, who like always wait for him to serve him dinner. And after food, the milk comes, which he unknowingly drink, and then he pull Jungkook closer for a hug, who get used to his sir's sudden mood swings every day. At night, 12:30 am. Today, Jungkook is sitting and glancing at clock again and again. It's unusual for Tae to be this late. He always come home before 10 p.m. But today no news of him. And Jungkook even tried to call him from landline, but his phone was switched off. The weather outside was also not good. It was raining and thunderous. Jungkook kept looking at the clock, and slowly he fell asleep with his face on the couch, sitting on the floor. At 3 in the morning, Tae unlocked the door with his keys and entered inside, stumbling. He was wet in the rain, and his shirt was unbuttoned. His hair was sticking to his forehead, his vision dizzy. He was drunk, meeting with clients back to back, and friends invited him to the club. He thought to go back early, but after taking one shot he kept drinking, one after another, and lost track of time. Now he entered inside and squinted his eyes to find Jungkook, but he was not able to find him, thinking that maybe he is in his room. Taehyung passed the living room. His eyes fall on the mop of hair on the couch. He neared towards it, and there he is, Jeongguk, his maid. He was sleeping on the floor, waiting for him, but his eyes darkened. Looking at the peeking, he sat on the couch beside Jungkook's face. He looked at his cute lips, his mole, his beautiful face, so cute. His one hand encircled Jungkook's waist, pulling him up on the couch, but he unbalanced. Jungkook's sleep interrupted, and he sat up fastly, looking here and there. Then he saw Taehyung with his one hand on his waist, with his wet foam. He gulped, finding their faces closer. He tried to back away, but Taehyung pulled him more, and Jungkook landed on his lap. Jungkook screamed, "Try to be away. Tae, stop moving, or else I will Right here, right now, I will not be able to control. Jungkook stilled and saw Tae's expression in his smile. He found out that Tae is drunk. JK, sir, leave me please. Tae, no. JK, sir, you are drunk, please. Tae ignored his protest and moved his hand down Jungkook's chin to his neck, to more deeper, and finally his hand found the JK. Sir, this is wrong now. Taehyung, nothing is wrong. Sir, you are my boss. Please, Tae. That's why you should obey my orders. Jungkook, sir, but I'm just your maid. Tae, you said you will fulfill my all, so do it now. But sir, Tae, shh. Tae put his forefinger on Jungkook's lips, shushing him silent. Tae, stop talking and just follow me. Tae grabbed his hand and pulled him upstairs to his room with himself. Jungkook sobbed silently, cupping his mouth close to not let a sound escape. It is my fate, he thought. I try to protect myself. Nothing will be left. She will have everything and enjoy, then he will fire me. Then I will be again jobless, worthless. I am poor, I know, but this doesn't mean I don't have feelings. I don't want this. I thought Sir was a good man. I thought he was not like the previous masters I had. But Sir Taehyung treated me right. He shared his food with me. He does not care if I broke the expensive vase. He doesn't care if I sat on his bed and dirtied. He was good to me, but now I feel scared of him. They entered inside and Taehyung pressed Jungkook directly to the wall. He pinned his both hands above his head. Jeongguk, teary-eyed, stared at Taehyung. Tae wiped his tears. Taehyung, why are you crying, baby? Tell me. He nosed on Jungkook's cheeks, inhaling his sweet scent. Taehyung is completely drunk. JK, crying, Sir, please leave me. I know after this you will fire me, but sir, please, I need this job, so let me stay here. Tae, stop crying now. And who said that I will fire you? You are the water who calms my fire, baby. You are the only peace I was craving for my whole life. You make me feel like no one have ever made. So many beautiful girls want me, but I don't like them. I like you, Jungkook, he confessed. Jungkook looked surprised. Tae, yes, I like you. The way you move, you smile, you tap, you care for me like no one has ever done. How can I even think about staying away from you? So I promise, just give me a chance, baby. Just trust me, okay? He looked into Ku's eyes, who was trying to find the lie. But no, Taehyung's eyes were screaming only truth. So for once, he let his guard down and accepted the feelings he felt for his boss, Kim Taehyung. Jungkook. Taehyung hugged him and patted his back, calming Jungkook down. Then he made him sit on the bed and cupped his cheeks. Taehyung, baby, look at me. Please, do you feel the same? Taehyung asked to Jungkook. Jungkook slowly nodded his head. Taehyung smiled and moved closer to his lips and finally sealed their lips together in a perfect, loving kiss. They kissed him like he was starving. Jungkook was what he wanted. He kissed him like he cannot breathe without Jungkook, completely devouring him. And Jungkook felt the taste of the red wine Taehyung had in the club that made him feel dizzy, the breathlessness. Slowly they moved back and started leaving pecks on his neck and shoulder. And finally, Taehyung pulled down and his eyes finally saw what he wanted to see from one day. He can feel Jungkook's breathing deepens, but he wants more. So he stuffed his face there, inhaling the body scent of Jungkook. He slowly crawled on top of Jungkook, who laid down on his back on the bed. He looked at Jungkook's beautiful eyes. Taehyung asked for permission from Jungkook. Jungkook looked away shyly, turning his face and covering it with pillow. Taehyung smiled, taking it as yes answer. His hand worked slowly, making Jungkook turn on his stomach. He breathed on Jungkook's nape, loving him. Jungkook's cheeks flushed with each kissing. They then finally done what he wanted. It's the first time he is that much closer to someone. Jungkook's breath hitched when Taehyung turned him on his back, and now Taehyung's eyes are looking into his. He was craving for days, weeks, which felt like infinity. He promised himself that he will take care of Jungkook for showing him trust, showing his vulnerable side to Taehyung while trusting him. So he pecked on Jungkook's forehead, who closed his eyes. They then finally fulfilled his wish, which he wanted so badly. Jungkook watched Taehyung's movement shyly, and he threaded Taehyung's hairs, caressing Taehyung's hairs. Then they fell asleep in Jungkook's embrace, and Jungkook followed. That's how our cold boss Insomnia cured with his little pretty wife, Jeongguk with him. This is the end of this story, this one shot. If you want to watch special part, then it will come for only subscribe.